Today we're going to set the Louvolite Hardwired 1500 AC motorised blind. We have two 15-channel remotes that work with this motor, the R1730 and the R1735. However, they set slightly differently, so today we'll just be doing the R1730. On the R1730 you have the LED channel indicator, up, stop, down and left and right arrows to cycle through the channels. On the back you'll find two P2 buttons. You can press either one during the setup process. To pair the handset to the motor, press and hold the white button until it jogs up and down once. Select which channel you'd like to pair it to, then press P2, the blind will jog, P2 again, the blind will beep, and then up, the blind will jog and the handset is now paired. Now we need to check the motor is going in the correct direction. Press down, the motor should go down. If the motor is going in the incorrect direction, press and hold the white button on the motor until the blind jogs up and down 3 times. To set the limits on the blind, press the P2 button, the blind will jog, the up button, the blind will jog again, the P2 button, the blind will jog for a 3rd time, and now the motor is in limit setting mode. Send the blind to the top limit, and when you get close, press P2, the motor will jog into position, and when you're happy, press stop. To confirm the top limit, press and hold stop until the blind jogs, and the top limit is now set. Now we'll set the bottom limit, and when you get close to the bottom, press P2 and the blind will jog into position. Once happy, press stop, and to confirm, press and hold stop. The blind will jog and the top and bottom limit have now been set. To alter a limit position, send the blind to the limit you'd like to adjust until it stops on its own. Press and hold up and down at the same time. Keep them both held until the blind jogs. We can now adjust the bottom position using the up and down arrows, and the blind will be in jog mode, so we can set it accurately. Once you're happy with the new position, press and hold stop until the blind jogs, and the bottom limit has now been changed. To set an intermediate position, send the blind to roughly where you'd like the position to be set. Once you're close, you can put the blind into jog mode to set it more accurately. To do this, press P2, the blind will jog, followed by up, the blind will jog again, and then down. The blind is now in jog mode, so you can set the intermediate more accurately. Once you're happy with the position, press P2, followed by stop, then stop again, and the limit has now been set. So we just need to take the blind out of jog mode. Now we're finished. Press P2, the blind will jog, followed by up, the blind will jog again, followed by down. The blind will now run smoothly again. And to operate the middle position, all you have to do is press and hold stop, and now the blind will run to the intermediate position we've just set. The 1500 series motor has 3 speed settings. To change the speed of the motor, for example we wish to slow it down, press and hold stop and down at the same time until the motor jogs. The motor is now slightly slower. If you wish to slow it down even further, press and hold stop and down until it jogs. The motor is now on its slowest setting. And if you wish to speed the motor up, press and hold stop and up until it jogs. And to place it on its fastest setting, press and hold stop and up until it jogs once again. If you wish to delete all the limits in the motor, press P2, the blind will jog, down, the blind will jog again, and then P2 for a 2nd time. All limits have now been deleted from this blind. If you wish to copy and paste a blind onto a different channel, select the blind you wish to copy and press P2, the blind will jog, P2 again, the blind will jog, then switch to the channel you wish to paste it to and press P2 once again. This blind will now operate on channel 5 and channel 1. The R1730 handset can control up to 15 blinds. If you wish to control all blinds at the same time, if you select channel 0, this will operate all blinds assigned to the handset. If you wish to delete the handset from the blind, press P2, followed by stop, followed by P2 again. The blind will now be unresponsive to this handset. If you wish to completely factory reset the motor, press and hold the white button until the blind jogs up and down 4 times. The motor is now completely wiped. If you wish to put the blind into RF shielding mode, which effectively switches the motor off, press and hold the button on the motor until it jogs up and down twice. The motor is now switched off, and to switch it back on, we just press the little button once. Those are all the tricks you need when setting up the R1730 remote with the hardwired AC 1500 motor. Keep an eye out for our next video on setting up this motor with the R1735 remote.